Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, electric eel shock. Heavy metal black belt. Yes, they're from Japan. And they're cool. Spent the last couple of days with this record. Good record. Owned electric eel shock before. Good throw, huh? Look at the subject of air in a while. And the other one that I own from electric eel shock. Go USA. There's another version for Europe. Go Europe. Great stuff. What does it sound like? Is it heavy metal? Yes. Yes, it is heavy metal. But not modern heavy metal. It's early 80s heavy metal. I would compare it with second tier, not in quality, mind you, but second tier in sound to certain new wave of British heavy metal bands. You know, before there was a Metallica and thrash. You know, certain speed metal bands from Britain of the early 80s. With a bit of punk from the same period, or just before that. That's what you find in heavy metal black belt. So, let's get it. It's a little bit out of focus, is it? It's not your TV, it's my copy. Maybe I won't show it again. At least this page again. But you may have noticed that I had this on the display in the past, in past videos. I like this cover. I like this cover. Came out 20 years ago. Good cover. That one. This cover's pretty good too if it's in focus. I didn't do a good job. I screwed up. I printed this off when I was still learning. Okay. Let's put it up to that. So we're talking NWOBM. Did I get the initials right? No. NWOBHM. Isn't that a word by now? New wave of British heavy metal. Second tier, you know, the speed metal bands you find on this collection. Now, I'm not expert enough to name them, okay? I just know I heard some of that. And that's where, musically, I heard this before. And, of course, they're Japanese. English is not their first language. Their English is somewhat broken. And some of the lyrics here is a mixture of Japanese and English. They just put it in together. Okay, this verse we're going to sing in Japanese. Hell with it. We started in English, we'll do this verse in Japanese. It will go back to English. Or we'll just combine the two and just leave it to you to Google what the hell we're talking about. Like, for example, Gary Gary Boys. Boys is English. Gary Gary, I have no idea. Looked it up. People who, do things at the last minute or achieve things at the last minute or the last moment, or just barely. Perhaps what they mean by Gary Gary boys. Or, this is interesting. My last review yesterday of the Kaisers, a British beat tribute band, they have a song about guillotines. Guillotine Twist. By chance, this record has a song called Gotta Gotta Guillotine. Kata 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 G-A-T-A. Kata Kata Guillotine. Two songs about guillotines. Here, when I looked up the meaning of Kata Kata, apparently it means, and there's some English lyrics that I heard that I understood later that showed me they were talking about like an unstable guillotine. Why? I don't know. But mixture, broken English a touch. He pronounces the English words fairly nicely, but because this band's been around 30 years now. And, you know, with this record was their 30th anniversary as a band. But what does unstable guillotine mean? I don't know. I'm not sure what they're getting at. Cool song, no stinkers here. Just don't get wrapped up in the meaning of the lyrics. You get the point in some of these lyrics anyway. 3 songs I saved for my YouTube likes, for my faves later, when I choose to do that. Lost in Sweden. I really like that. I'm So Cute Boy. That's your English as a second language title there. I'm So Cute Boy. He's referring to himself. And, you know, come on, honey. And I'm So Cute Boy. The last song I really dig, and I said we're going to return to the subject of hair. Like this cover. Believe it or not, I used to have hair. Not quite like this, but it was a fro. I didn't know I was short until my late 30s and 40s because I had an extra 3 or 4 inches going straight up. I thought I was 5'10". Imagine my surprise when I chose, and well, I chose, and also nature, my genes chose for me this hairstyle. And I discovered I was short. Who knew? So, so I said, you know, songs about hair, so much 80s is their tribute to where they really got into rock and roll was the early 80s. Some musical quotes of some Randy Rhoads, Ozzy, and some other tunes. And references to hair. Hair was long. Yes, they were. My hair was long. You may not have been born in the 80s yet. But if you were in the 80s, your hair would have been long too. It was cool. And And we still see the hair in each other. And we see each other today, after all these years, all these decades. I still see my friends with their long hair, even though it's gone. And I don't miss the 80s. It wasn't that much fun for me. The music, early 80s was pretty good. Later in the decade, hair metal, and yeah, I should have listened to more punk. And like I said, you will hear just a hint of punk in Electric Eel Shock. And I highly recommend trying it. It's here on YouTube. 9 records they've put out in the last 30 years. I'm looking forward to number 10. So, good stuff. They're on tour, because I follow them on Facebook. They're touring Europe somewhere. So if you're in Europe, take a look around and see they're coming. I read good things about their live shows. I can see they're a lot of fun. And you see, because I try to put up CDs related to who I'm reviewing, and I chose to put up Guitar Wolf, a lot of fun live, and Acid Mother's Temple. I should explain. Guitar Wolf is not heavy metal. That is garage rock, very influenced by Link Wright. Also some broken English going on in there. And Acid Mother's Temple, don't sing. But a hell of a live show for psych, prog, prolific, a lot of Acid Mother's Temple out there. It's a lot of fun. I probably should review Acid Mother's Temple in their future. They got records recently and whatever. And whenever Guitar Wolf gets a new record, I'm on that flash. But don't get confused. This is for Electric Eel Shock. Lots of fun. I think you like it if you're not hung up on easy English. Actually, I'm told 90% of my audience is outside of the United States of America. Maybe coming to me for English lessons. Bless your heart. The grammar Nazis in this country upbraid me is the word, for my English. I'm fairly good in writing, but my grammar, I'm happy the computer helps me with my grammar nowadays. I like that innovation. It helps. Well, also will help if you'd like to help the channel. Give this video a like and subscribe to Action Rock Corner. I'm on the lookout for Japanese cool bands other than Loudness. Loudness is you'll hear mail for me. Ring the notification bell and find out when the next video is coming out. Now leave a comment. Go listen to some Electric Eel Shock and tell us what you think. You hear what I hear. I like it. And of course, you know, this came out, I bought this stuff 20 years ago, at the turn of our century. And for me, this was a fundamental band for the rock revival, action rock revival of the turn of the century. I really like it. I really like Electric Eel Shock, and I think you should too. Please try it. So for the latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic and legacy bands, you come back here. And thank you for watching. And remember, go out there and find some fresh music. Fresh food, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, fresh rock. Got it? We'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.